Look at this, all these Twitch bars.
Well, I'll show you it on TikTok. This became my fastest viral video. This is one Similac. Going through the trash in New York City, strawberries. It contains Cheerios, juice box, animal crackers. This definitely should have been donated. Massive bag of 4 more of these. CVS's trash over here. We have some returns. Anything returned is gonna be tossed. So many berries. 1, 2. And then they deliberately opened the Folgers. Another Dwayne Ween by Walgreens. The next day, the same thing.
So Piled Up was such an interesting documentary following a TikToker who kind of made popular the fact that there's so much waste going on in the world. And I think for myself, I had worked in the culinary industry, and so I knew about food waste and how much kind of just went away and how much was wasted just based off of the fact that things were expired after a day. So it was really interesting to kind of see other industries and how much they're wasting, how much they're throwing away just on a daily basis for reasons that seem kind of bizarre. And the fact that there are so many donation centers around and people not taking advantage of that and just throwing it to the curb because it's the easiest way to kind of just dust everything under a rug in a sense. So it's kind of crazy to hear about how much is actually being thrown out for no particularly good reason. And I feel like it is really important for people to actually see this and to really understand what's happening and how it's affecting the environment in the long run, and what we could be doing now to really help with that and to really solve that issue. So yeah, I feel like this itself was really important to kind of document how they were able to go about this cause, because I know a lot of people who aren't on TikTok, and even if they were, they wouldn't be able to really see this in a sense. So overall, really great job, really important work. So thank you for sharing this, and hopefully more people get to see it.
Yeah, that was a great documentary. It really exposed the problems that this filmmaker wanted to explore, laid it out quite clearly. I thought that the way it was filmed really communicated her engagement and her passion for this problem, and proposing ways to fix it, and hopefully we get the sense that this is one person fighting a huge problem, but if everybody does their part like she is, it won't be insurmountable. I thought that that message came across quite well, so yeah, well done.
I can definitely relate to the message that Piled Up is trying to tell. At the current moment, I work in a school environment, and I definitely see where the politics kind of come in, because while yes, there's an overabundance of food, and a lot of it is being thrown out because either there's too much and everyone is already accounted for, or the children are not hungry and they don't want the food. There are policies set in place where the teachers themselves are not allowed to eat the food. It's preferred that the food is thrown out than someone else eat it. And again, it's for a lot of financial and political reasons. And so I definitely see where this video is coming from, where it would be so much more beneficial if the food could be donated. But at the end of the day, the only color that matters is green, but not the environmental kind of green.
Oh my gosh, it is crazy how much food we waste per year. This was really educational to sit down and watch, and just to go through in one area of the country like New York City actually, are going through to find out how much food corporations are throwing away. And I'm so glad that she went ahead and put together the site of Donate, Don't Dump. I thought that that was very, very smart. And this was really educational. It hit home. You can tell that she's got a lot of heart and she's doing something for a really good cause and raising awareness about something that we all need to be more aware of. Had no idea that corporations had a limit on what they could donate. So I hope that the law gets passed. I really do. Well done.
I really appreciated the vulnerability of the subject in Piled Up. Not only is she acknowledging the societal issue that we have in consumerism, of overconsumption and of waste, but she's also acknowledging the part she kind of plays in it, and also is being very transparent about how, by trying to help it, by trying to contribute towards its reduction, she's also being affected psychologically and emotionally. I just really appreciated her cadence and forefrontedness in how she discussed the importance of this topic, but also how it was impacting her.
Wow. I did not know any of this happened. I did not know that this happens on a daily basis with stores all over the country. I mean, it's not just on the Upper West Side of New York. This is everywhere that viable food and clothing and bags and just stuff is getting thrown out. It's unbelievable, and I can't believe that, like, it's a tax break for these stores, so they're just tossing stuff, and it's so wasteful and incredibly informative, this documentary. I'm floored by it. I can't believe how much I learned. I really hope this woman's coalition goes through. I think it's very, very important work. And I'm so happy you made this. This is really stunning. It's also very well shot. The questions asked to guide her along with the answers were spectacular, as well as the editing and just creating the through line of her story was really, really well done. So that's great direction and great editing. Yeah, very impressed by this. Congratulations. It's super, super great.
Piled Up was really interesting. The public in general has what I like to think a general knowledge of food waste and corporate waste, but to see it actually happening with all these different stores and different businesses and having it be not only food, but different, like usable products like clothes and makeup and all these different things just being thrown out every day was really interesting. And on top of that, adding the background of all these corporate breaks that are given because of all this damaged products and goods being thrown out every day. I think it was really informative, and it almost gives a call to action to, go out and fight this for ourselves and hold these corporations and the government accountable for allowing it to happen. But overall, it was really informative, really interesting, and kind of sad to watch. But overall, very good job.